Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Well, hello there. So, it seems that the new Isaac Repentance Plus beta came out, and this is kind of what I've just been waiting for to start recording it, to be honest. But, I decided that I wanted to do kind of a twist on things, because I'm yet to get Dead God, so if any of you don't know what that is, I'm gonna be talking as if none of you guys have ever played the game. I do apologize for the first, 20 to 30 runs, but after I beat the true final boss, I'll just kind of, drop the act and start talking like everybody knows what they're doing, because at that point, you'll have a basic understanding at least, but, essentially, a lot of mods don't work right now, so I thought this would be a great time to slowly build up our mod list alongside the content in the game to help sort of diversify things into a modded playthrough so that I can still get Dead God on my more base game file, while also spreading things out, trying new things. You get the idea. And this is going to be a new file. I have this one saved up. I just deleted the data that remained there, which really wasn't much. And yeah, this is kind of the most we got here. This is a bunch of unlockable characters, for one. If you didn't know, Isaac as a game is huge. It's absolutely enormous. And that's the whole stigma surrounding this game, is that it is gigantic. So right now, we can choose between 3 difficulties, that being normal, hard, and greed. Greed is an alternate game mode entirely that we won't be really screwing around with until we beat a particular boss. Yeah, each of these are the unlock conditions for the characters I'm going to try getting. As well as this, well, I'm not going to say them right now, I have a list of modded characters and unlocks for each of them. So I'm hoping that by the end of this, we'll be able to get the unlocks for, everybody on the list. And, yeah, let's just get right to it. My goal with the unlocks is sort of just to tie things into, progress after the true final boss, because a lot of the characters are unlocked before the true final boss. So we're gonna try doing that. And we start off with Marked. So, there is a mod called External Item Descriptions, which I will be turning on. However, for you to get achievements, you need to beat Mom at least once. Without mods. So that's what we're going to be doing for now. I have marked. I really don't, like, care too much for marked, I guess. Oh man. This is already going to be a rough start. So one thing that I'm sure other Isaac players can sympathize with me with is that I'm not really going to be explaining too much for this episode in particular, because a lot of external item descriptions will explain stuff for you, but as you can see, there are different items in this game. The more items you collect, the better your build gets, typically. Oh no, we're gonna have to re-donate to that machine, aren't we? But you have very little at the start of Isaac. Not just like, you know, progress-wise, but also completion-wise. The more marks you get on characters and challenges and progress you get throughout the game, the more items you unlock. Which means that to anybody who's started watching through this playthrough, there's not, you know, to note here, this is just standard Isaac gameplay. But to anybody who's like played Isaac a bunch, they know that I'm lacking a bunch of stuff. Outside of items from characters, there are a bunch of other achievements you get that make the game harder. So we're gonna try getting them alongside, you know, everything else, obviously. And it's gonna be fun, I hope. Because I've wanted to record Isaac for a while. I need a taste of that YouTuber luck, you know. Marked is really good for rooms like this. Marked is kind of an item a lot of people hate on. I've always been fine with it. It's just a tears up, really. Oh yeah, and this is a boss room. I think that kind of goes without saying, but at the end of each floor there will be a boss. And as you can see, there's the treasure room all the way on the left there, and then the shop all the way at the top. Now, I didn't visit the shop because of the way Isaac works, right? When you see an item, it will be removed from the pool. This is how most roguelikes work. I'd be surprised if they didn't work like that. No, but the reason this is important is because if we don't enter the shop, the items that could be in the shop stay there instead of being logged and like it'll load the items when we appear instead of when they generate on the floor. So if we don't load them, they won't appear. That's damage. 2 nickels from consolation prize. It's one of the better consolation prizes I've picked up. Well, let's continue. And the boss floor is the one you're looking at. At the end of every floor, you'll encounter the boss room. Oh man, you can stay away from me. Those are troll bombs. I said, what? I thought I would have killed you first. Okay, well you see that thing that just decreased below 100%? That is called a devil deer. And if you take damage with the red hearts you see there, then you'll lose a bit of your chance. If you take damage during a boss fight, you'll lose next to all of your chance. Can I shoot you from over here? I can. Thanks, Marked. I was looking out for me. Also, if you see me hold tab like that... Oh, shoot. It's because I'm looking out for the timer. It's not important, it's more of a force of habit thing. Aw, I was hoping to introduce something there. Oh, well that is a tinted rock. So you see another one in this room. This, like, X and slightly different... I don't know, I guess tinted rock. Well, if you blow that up, it is a chance to give you a particular item that I'm yet to introduce. Let's see if it'll give it to me. It does. So this is called a soul heart. And it's essentially adds onto your health, but it won't. Stapler from a locked chest. Hell yeah. This run is already going good. Kind of forget how runs work before you unlock some of the achievements. I have like 2 items. That was really stupid on my part. Don't do that. But yes, so this is called a trinket, and you can see in the bottom left I'm holding it. And what it allows you to do is you hold the trinket and it gives a special effect, but you can only have 1 trinket at a time. So you can see that the lighter has a chance to light random enemies and then they're on fire. That's right. Something that should be mentioned about a soul heart is that it will not get rid of deal chance if you get hit with a soul heart. So very useful to have whenever you find one, either picking it up immediately or saving it to the next floor so you can get deal. Blood of the Martyrs. This is just another damage up like Stapler, which is great. I have, what, a tears up and 2 damage ups at the start? This might already be a successful one. I'd say the hardest part about this game for new players is just getting used to it. Okay, so these are tarot cards. I didn't really introduce it at the start when I used the Fool there. But I have 12 cards. Can we? Oh my god! Okay, so this is something that you new players are not aware of, but I might take that, honestly. Okay, well, never mind. But, shops get better and better as you progress throughout the game, so I currently have really bad shops, and eventually there's a character that'll make it, like, even better, but for now, we're, what do we got? I can spend as much time as I want per stage. How relieving. I'll introduce what I mean by that when the time comes. You'll understand when you're older. Oh, great. Just what I always wanted. So I have a lot of these boss patterns memorized, but if you start this game, you're going to be learning to memorize them yourself. Oh, cool. That's an example of what an unlock is. So we just unlocked an item called Monster's Tooth, which I am not a big fan of. Good lord. We're already, like, catching up to max tier rate, so Isaac has a maximum tier rate you can have. And this number is 5. Well, maximum tiers. Tier rate is separate, and that increases the maximum tiers you can have. So if you have a tier rate of +1, that essentially gives you 6 tiers. I don't want to enter that just yet. And yeah, we'll be introducing content mods as we go along, but for now, I don't have any mods installed because I need to kill Mom at least once. Oh, these are pills, and they have a chance to... Oh, cool. They have a chance to give you a random effect, and after you've used them once, you can tell what the effect is. Unlike cards where you know the effect from the beginning. Oh, one thing I'm doing with Marked, to give y'all a pro tip that a lot of Isaac players don't know, you can press Control to make the mark disappear. Which is why I'm okay with this item. A friend of mine told me that like a couple days ago. Excuse me? Here, you know what? I'm gonna use that while I still have a heart. Oh yeah, so now that we're in a new area, I can kind of explain this, but every 2 floors, your area will get progressively a bit harder. So right now we went from the basement to caves. Oh my goodness, getting So I am playing hard mode right now, I believe. Oh, that's really good. So that item on the left is an item called False PhD. Now I'm glad I picked up a pill before this. What this does is turn all of your pills bad. Like, not good. However, when you use these pills, they give you a stat up of some sort, so... That's what, shot speed down, and that gives me damage up. Great stuff. I like this item, personally. I can see why some people wouldn't, but I love False PhD. I can say I do like normal PhD more, though. I prefer the just direct stat ups. Especially without external item descriptions, it's hard to tell what False PhD's pills do. Sometimes they give you a black card, sometimes they give you a damage up. That is the moon. I'm gonna use this. This is a fun concept I can introduce y'all to. This is called a... No, I'm not taking that over later. This is a place called a secret room, basically. And you can see how it's kind of hidden in between two rooms. Well, normally, the big important thing about secret rooms you have to know is that they spawn in between rooms. So you can see it's the curse room at the top, and then below it is the secret room, and then below it is this room. So it's surrounded by 3, and there's no objects blocking it on either side. That means that there's a secret room there. Like you can see, even though, wow, by the way, this area down here is surrounded by 4, there's this water in the way, so that would mean there is no secret room there. You'll see me do secret rooms, and I'm sure you'll get used to it more as I do it. Oh yeah, some Isaac rooms are filled with, I'm gonna go around here. Filled with a puzzle like that. The puzzles get fancier and fancier as you get to later and later areas, but for now we just have the first 3 unlocked, so the puzzles are kinda basic. That one being no exception. Let's check out the treasure room first. That is another damage up. This is a solid run. I think that's just damage up for one of your eyes. Watch out, as those spikes will deal a full heart of damage, not just a half heart. Oh, those were just okay locked chests. Well, it depends. What's this card? Yeah, like that. I'll keep the magician, honestly. Let me just... Let's screw these guys. You can tell I'm also not the greatest at Isaac. There's certainly people out there better than me, but you'll see my skill growing as we go too. Sure, anybody who knows what they're doing will actually enjoy me, like, progressively getting better. You can see that the enemies and bosses do get... Oh, I keep on forgetting that I have down-tiered shops. Like, honestly, let me just blow you up. And you don't get a deal. It should be mentioned, by the way, that once you take a deal, it'll go down to a decreased chance and slowly increase to a better and better chance as time goes on. So you can see it's 36 for the next floor. Yeah, that should be everything. Feels kind of weird. There's a lot of normal unfinished business I would have. Also, if you see that clock, that's boss rush. It's not something I have to worry about right now, but it is something I will eventually worry about. Not that big a problem as of now, though. I think these red ones still deal a full heart of damage, and I can't really explain to you why just yet, without it making like 0 sense. Oh, I don't have enough for that. There's even a concept later on, so this feels odd to me. Obviously, I've said that, you know, going back to having nothing in Isaac after having like half the achievements in Isaac, it's kind of tough. But another really tough thing is something you unlock fairly early on in your Isaac journey, and that's an area called Alt Path, and I can't explain it till we get it, but it's exactly what it sounds like. It's an alt. That's a help. Stem cells in the treasure room? Okay. And yeah. That is a concept that sounds exactly what it is. It is an alternate path, but we're yet to get it, and we won't for quite a while. But once I unlock it, I kind of go the first two areas in alt path in just all of my runs. It also has better music. I'm not a big fan of these like normal repentance songs, at least for this second and third areas. Basement's alright. Sure, I'm only on. Oh yeah, it's damage up. Ooh, botfly. Oh wait, I probably should have saved that for the donut machine. So this is a cool little item. It'll tell you what's up with the like HP of the enemies. And it might do something else. I forgot if it does. I mainly note it for giving me HP and damage numbers. It'll tell you how much damage you're dealing. Oh, you can see I deal 8.7 damage. Yeah, big surprise. You can see my 8.7 damage on the left. Oh, that's cool. So that is a golden key. Now, with a particular character, I would be like freaking out right now. But a golden key basically allows you to open any door for free. For the remainder of the floor, not for the entire run. It's for the remainder of, You wanna see me do something crazy? Yeah. You can push bombs like that. Oh, you know what? On the topic of bombs, right? I think we should bomb right here. Yeah. A second one? Oh my god, I would be freaking out as that character. Tainted Cane, I'll call him. You don't know what that is, but they're complicated. I love them a lot. If I found 2 golden keys in one floor. Did I get this curse room layout twice? Okay. What do we got? The sun, that's very good. The stars, it's also nice. But I have the secret room, so I can get out of there for free. It's 17 minutes. Not a good time on this floor, but I am just slowly introducing things. Taking my time. Big ass caves too, by the way. This boss is funny. I haven't fought like the normal caves and like depths bosses in a while. Depths is the next area that we go to. Oh, little chubby guy. Great, my favorite. Oh, this is a speed up. Very nice. Because I just decreased that in order to get a damage up from plus PhD, because I'm a cocky bitch. So here's area number 3. This one is depths. It's essentially just harder caves. A trend with a lot of these areas is harder version of this. Oh, okay, my bad. Spider-Man turn things small? Wait, what? Oh, I already lost Steel Chance. I have no reasoning on there. Yeah, I guess it does. Huh. I guess that is a... or it applies a status effect. Huh. Something I forget about this item. I'm used to the HP numbers and damage numbers. That's typically what it... You're actually shitting me. I want to be playing Tainted Cane right now. I suck at dealing with these enemies. I've explained this to my friends before, but I have trouble, like, playing well when I know a run won't be successful. That's how I feel with, like, only being able to go to the first final boss and not being able to enterprise on anything else. It's like I'm just doing things. Like, how's the run already almost over? I didn't feel that. Sure. I don't have enough red health. Bad. Well, these are button puzzles. These will appear quite often. You just have to press the buttons to clear the room. Sometimes it's more complicated. A particular area from Alt Path is some of my favorite versions of those puzzles. I'm telling you, the HP numbers from Spider Mod. Very helpful. Treasure room is always like the last area I've checked like every single time in this run. Kinda funny, but also kind of annoying. Oh. My bad. Oh yeah, I suppose I didn't really explain the, I don't want pay to win. Sure, these is, okay. My bad for the mispronunciation. This is a Robo Baby, and it's essentially a familiar. They just follow behind you, and then attack when you do. Useful. Anyways, wait, hold on. It's the Fool. I don't. No, it's really funny you give me the Fool on depths, but they aren't allowed to know about that yet. So that's what a black heart does. I forgot to explain that earlier. They're soul hearts with extra steps, but when they break, they give you the effect of that death card I used a little earlier in the round. I kinda suck at this boss, but it's been like ages since I've fought this thing. Okay, get out of here. Oh, this is good. This is just a soul heart and some keys. Because I totally needed keys in this run, right? And here's where the first major boss of Isaac is. Now, Isaac has like 3 classifications as bosses. Mini bosses, which we haven't actually seen yet. Minor bosses, which is the bosses we've been fighting at the end of each floor, and major bosses. You unlock new major bosses as you progress throughout the game, and your goal is kind of to get to each one. So in this run, our goal is to get to the first major boss of the game. I hate swarm enemies. I don't think I want to spend any money. Like I want to save it all for the donut machine if I can. I think you need 10 coins to the first upgraded shop, so like, oh. Ask and you will receive. I mean, I have a bunch of bombs, and the run ends here, so that doesn't matter. I may as well just use them up. Give me money. Thank you. So yeah, those are called a beggar. You can give them money for items, or blow them up for items. Or pickups, I guess. Aw. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, never mind. 10 coins unlocks blue map. Can I get any money from the vet or shopkeeper? No. This is a tragic loss. Honestly, is there a palm beggar in the last room? I'd like to get our final remaining thing out of the way. I need to get it first. Oh, those are... I never explained what the name of these things are. They're called grimaces, and this is just a variant of it that spins around. It's kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. Okay, good. I can get 15 coins in. Oh, another damage up. Well, kinda. Gives my tears toxic aura, which is interesting. Sorry if I sound like super instructor-y, like forceful. I'm just trying to teach things how they are for now. Isaac is a complicated game, and it only gets more complicated as we move onwards. So alright, let's do this. This is the first major boss. I was about to say, didn't I have the magician? No, I traded it out for the song in case I take too much damage. Okay, this boss kind of sucks with Mark. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I've used this, like, retracting thing by pressing control more. It's like not a half bad run either. I would prefer a better run, but what can you do, man? There we go. That's using marked correctly. Yeah, okay, we're getting the damage in now. I was like... Life was made too easy by Gertie.
Isaac was cornered. His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I am told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
The story of this game is quite complicated. You'll understand it more as you go onwards, but as of now, kind of just makes no sense. Not even gonna lie. I mean, the basic story is there, but you know, you get questions like, how the hell did she, like, immediately come back? The story of the game makes more sense as you proceed onwards. And of course we'll be doing that. Of course, gonna let the credits play out at least once. Gotta credit the people behind the game, you know? Like the womb. And oh, and like every challenge under the sun. Yes, the womb is the next area after depths, and when we do our give it a sec. Oh yeah, the horsemen have been unlocked, and cube of meat and ball of bandages for defeating them. Well, alrighty, that is the Binding of Isaac for now. Next time, it's kind of a basic episode, mostly did it just to explain things. Next time we'll have stuff like external item descriptions to make everybody's life easier, a bunch of quality of life mods that like change sprites and stuff because I like them. And that'll probably be the end of the playthrough so far. But for now, it's been a lot of fun. We will continue this as long as I want, really. I hope, obviously, we can get to the true final boss of Isaac, but outside of all of that, where's the true final boss? I really don't know what to call it. Because like there's all this progression towards a really big final boss, and then one after it, and a bunch of other stuff, and then one after that. So I'd say like the true final boss of Isaac, we're yet to get there. But thanks. It's been fun. Hopefully things will be more interesting as we progress throughout the game, because we've only just scratched the surface. But for now, thanks, good night, and you'll hear from me tomorrow.